This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
I want to talk about this particular story for not a singular reason, but one main reason is to demonstrate that demonstrating works. Protesting works. Raising your voice in opposition to something has utility. I'm going to read from this Business Insider article talking about Clarence Thomas not teaching this semester at George Washington University, which shouldn't have him on staff anyway. Clarence Thomas will not teach at George Washington University this fall, weeks after a student-led petition sought his removal. Now, he has voluntarily chosen not to teach this year, but if you believe that it's just based on his own schedule, I believe that to be naive. I believe that absolutely the uprising, the uproar, the raising of voices as part of this protest is what clinched it for Clarence Thomas. Associate Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas will not be teaching at George Washington University this fall, the school's student newspaper reported Wednesday. The news, which comes weeks after circulation of a student-led petition to fire Thomas as a lecturer over his June 24th vote to overturn Roe v. Wade, was announced in an email from Gregory Maggs, a judge on the United States Court of Appeals for the Armed Forces, who has been co-teaching a constitutional law seminar with Thomas since 2011. Now, Gregory Maggs is one, a Trump supporter, Trump-appointed judge, and two, was a law clerk for Clarence Thomas. So he's a dum-dum. He's a fascist enabler if there ever was one. He is not to be trusted in this story as a sympathetic, or he's not to be believed or viewed as a sympathetic character. I want that on the record so you know what kind of a character he is, who he is, as we move on. This is Maggs, the Trump-appointed Clarence Thomas law clerking dipshit. Unfortunately, I am writing with some sad news. Justice Thomas has informed me that he is unavailable to co-teach the semester this fall. I know that this is disappointing. I am very sorry, Maggs wrote in an email to the class obtained by the George Washington Hatchet. He continued, oh good, I get to do the voice more. He continued, the seminar has not been canceled, but I will now be the sole instructor. For those of you still interested in taking the course, I assure you that we will make the best of this new situation. Listen, at least I can crack myself up. Am I right? I mean, that's something. A university spokesperson on Wednesday afternoon confirmed the decision. Quote, Justice Thomas informed GW Law that he is unavailable to co-teach a constitutional law seminar this fall. The students were promptly informed of Justice Thomas's decision by his co-instructor, who will continue to offer the seminar this fall, the spokesperson said. Thomas faced a wave of criticism for being part of the controversial bloc that overturned Roe v. Wade, the 1973 landmark ruling that legalized abortion nationwide and established the constitutional right to the procedure. The justice also sparked controversy over his concurring opinion, in which he wrote that the Supreme Court should reconsider other rulings that deal with privacy rights, including decisions that protect contraception access, same-sex relationships, and same-sex marriage rights. So there are many reasons to cut him loose. There are many reasons to not have a fascist on staff at a university. And they proclaim it to be, we are dedicated to the prospect of open dialogue about these issues. There's no dialogue to have about democracy itself, George Washington University. We don't need anti-democratic goons teaching the next generation of lawyers, instructing them that it's absolutely okay to make legal arguments about insurrection. But we have this from George Washington Law. George Washington Law Dean Dana Bowen Matthew and Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs Christopher Bracey sent a note to the university community in response stating that it would not end Thomas's class or terminate his employment at the institution, and here we go, because we steadfastly support the robust exchange of ideas and deliberation, and because debate is an essential part of our university's academic and educational mission to train future leaders who are prepared to address the world's most urgent problems. The university will neither terminate Justice Thomas's employment nor cancel his class in response to his legal opinions, the letter stated. We're okay with insurrection. We're okay with failed coups. We're okay with legal arguments attempting to overthrow the United States government. We're George Washington University. Huzzah! And then go read this. The link is at the bottom of the description, but I'll read this final little sentence. Thomas has also been under immense scrutiny over his wife's alleged involvement in efforts to challenge the 2020 elections and his decision to allow Trump to withhold vital evidence in the investigation of the insurrection. But George Washington University wants to throw up a barricade in support of, in defense of, Clarence Thomas. So, make of that what you will. I believe it is sinister, and I believe George Washington University has a lot of explaining to do. Apparently, they need to be added to a long list of organizations and individuals who are fascist enablers. What do you think? I would love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching today. And any day that you take time out of your busy schedule to talk about these things. Follow me on social media. I am at Dollemore on Twitter, on TikTok, and at Dollemore on Instagram. I'd love to see you there. And I would invite you, if I bring you value on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis, to consider supporting my work, helping produce my work right here on the channel. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member for $1.99, just pennies a day, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast and help support my work there. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.